Our veteran today is being sponsored by Representative Hildebrandt. Representative Hildebrandt, you are recognized to introduce the Veteran of the Week.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, this is the last week we get to represent a Veteran of the Week here. This is, I think, not the least, but the best we get to represent among us. I have not only a great Oklahoman with us today, not only a decorated military leader and an F-16 fighter pilot, but a very good friend of mine and newly retired Colonel call-sign David Cooter Phillips. Would you please welcome him to the floor? And along with him, joining him on the floor, is his lovely wife, Mary. And if you look to the north gallery over here, we have his son and an extended family. JD, if you guys could stand up. And I want to tell you, and they know this better than anyone, but military service is more than a one-person mission. We in the Air Force have what we call wingmen, and the most important wingmen are your family members who are there through deployments, who are there through PCS moves, late night alerts. If you'd please recognize his family and give them a round of applause for the support they provide. And just a brief highlight and overview of the Veteran of the Week, Colonel Phillips here. He happened to be my colonel. I served my last 2 years as his chief in the 138th Fighter Wing. Very proud to know him, but 26 years of distinguished service. He served as the Vice Wing Commander of the 138th Fighter Wing, leading 1,100 airmen, over 20 F-16 Vipers, and he secured launched one of the cutting-edge mission training center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's an F-16 fighter pilot with over 2,000 hours in the cockpit. He flew 107 combat sorties during Operation Enduring Freedom and Iraqi Freedom, and defending our freedom, my freedom, and your freedom. And would you please give him a round of applause before the clerk reads? Madam Clerk, would you please read the citation?
Clerk will read.
Whereas David Phillips was commissioned into the United States Air Force in May 2001 after receiving his Bachelor of Business Administration degree from Valdosta State University and completing ROTC. And in 2003, he attended the F-16 basic course at Luke Air Force Base, Arizona, where he became a qualified F-16 pilot, and later served assignment in Aviano Air Force Base in Italy and Shaw Air Force Base in South Carolina, where he achieved the level of F-16 evaluator pilot and completed his Master's of Aeronautical Science from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. And whereas Phillips joined the Oklahoma National Guard in February of 2012 and rose to the position of Deputy Wing Commander at the 138th Fighter Wing in Tulsa, Oklahoma, assisting in the organization, training, and deployment of the second largest combat-coded National Guard Fighter Wing, consisting of nearly 1,200 airmen. And whereas throughout his remarkable 24-year career, Phillips held numerous strategic positions, leaving a lasting legacy across the entire spectrum of military operations, commanding the squadron, group, and wing levels. And Phillips orchestrated a landmark partnership between the city of Tulsa, the state of Oklahoma, and the United States federal government to establish a cutting-edge mission training center which redefined operational readiness, and his bold vision ensured the wing's preparedness to dominate emerging threats and maintain superiority on a global stage. And whereas Colonel Phillips has flown more than 2,000 hours in the F-16 Fighter Falcon, 107 combat sorties, and 445 hours of combat time in support of operations Joint Forge, Iraqi Freedom, and Enduring Freedom. And whereas Colonel Phillips has received numerous awards of recognitions, including the Legion of Merit Awards, Meritorious Service Medal with a 4 Oak Leaf Clusters, Air Medal with 3 Oak Leaf Clusters, Aerial Achievement Medal, and the 2010 138th Fighter Wing Enlisted Choice Award. And whereas it is the great privilege of the Oklahoma House of Representatives to recognize the outstanding service of Colonel Phillips has provided his country both in war and in peace. Now, therefore, pursuant to the motion of Representatives Judd Strom and Derek Hildebrandt, the Oklahoma House of Representatives extends to Colonel David Phillips sincere gratitude and directs that this citation be presented.